Evening, folks. Welcome back to Wilderness Wargaming. Tonight we are going to be doing some turkey wrapped in bacon. Turkey breast tenderloins, to be precise, from our HEB grocery store. And we're going to be wrapping them up here with this dry cured post-oak bacon, also from HEB. For sides, we got some boxed au gratin potatoes and avocado ranch salad. And I got a couple extra avocados here. I use one or two of those in the salad. And we might throw in whatever vegetables we happen to find in the freezer. And what we're going to do is we're going to season up this turkey, and we're going to wrap it up in this bacon and grill it on the grill. It's a pretty simple meal, but it can be very, very tasty. So stick around for a few minutes. All right, our spices tonight are going to be regular old white table salt, black pepper ground, and this Kansas City butt spice that I found. I believe I found this over at Bass Pro Shop in the spices section. It says for pork and poultry. It's pretty good stuff. I've used it a few times now. And we're going to supplement that with a little bit of garlic powder, which our family really likes on a lot of things. Okay, so we got our fire started outside, which we covered fire making in another video. I won't do it again. And I've already gone ahead and put our olive oil on the turkey as a binder for our spices. It's just a little bit of olive oil. You go very light on it. All it takes is enough to make this stuff stick to the meat. So we'll just do a real light coating of salt and black pepper. This is the same stuff you put in your shakers. That looks like a lot, but it'll get a lot more spread out once we rub it in. And then this is our Kansas City butt spice. I think it'll give us a nice barbecue campfire flavor. And finally, we're going to do a very light dusting of garlic powder. It looks thick, but as you see, once we start to rub, see how it spreads out and the meat becomes visible again underneath. Okay, now you'll get a lot falling down onto the tray. You can kind of take the bottom side and smear it on there. That gets you a little less waste. Flip it over. Now, since we did that, we don't want quite as much on the other side. So again, real light on the salt, just a little bit. Quick dusting of pepper. Okay, maybe a little more on this guy. There we go. And Kansas City once again. And garlic once again. Okay, and we'll rub this in. Okay, get that in there. That's a little thicker on this side. That's okay if it's not exactly the same on both sides. Once it goes in your mouth, it all tastes the same. Okay, now what we're going to do is take our bacon and wrap these. Now, these are turkey breast cutlets. They're very similar to little skinny long chicken tenders like you would get at Raising Cane's, or maybe you make it home yourself. This is what they are coming off of a turkey. You know, they're much, much larger. So it's going to take several pieces of bacon to get each one of these wrapped. I would venture to guess about probably 3 to 4 pieces for this one, and maybe 5 for the bigger guy over there. This one is a great camping recipe. You could easily do this camping. It doesn't require anything particularly sophisticated. The main thing is that, being poultry, you would need to definitely refrigerate it. So if you are not staying in an RV or a cabin and all you have is a tent, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you have some reliable way to cool it down. Or if you've got a big enough crew with a big enough appetite, I mean, you eat it all, then you don't have to worry about this. But this one is a very campfire-ish flavor, and it's a nice departure when you're looking at the grocery store at the meats. If maybe you've been, having a lot of steak lately, or pork or whatever, or even chicken, or if you're camping and you're just tired of hamburgers and hot dogs and maybe steaks, hey, how about a little turkey? We normally only have that at Thanksgiving. So this is a nice variation from a lot of the more typical meats. All right, while we're waiting for the fire to heat up, I went ahead and got our barbecue sauces out so they can warm up from the fridge a little bit. I'm not making anything homemade tonight. We're just using store-bought ones. We got Mark's Good Stuff Hickory, Peaches and Whiskey Barbecue Sauce, which is pretty good. Texas Blacks, sweet and tangy, also one I've come to like a lot. And Texas Bold here over on the right. I like this one, but My daughter Jamie really likes this one, and so we have it pretty much all the time for her. Have a little bit more food tonight than I anticipated because my other one is going to be at a sleepover tonight. All right, folks, we got our fire all nice and hot here, ready to put the turkey on. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Thing you want to watch here sometimes. Notice my cutting board's a little bit wider than my my tray on my grill. You want to keep your meat. Help keep the heavy stuff up front. You don't want to have any mishaps. It's a bigger piece. We're going to put it a little closer to the fire, like such. Okay. And then the smaller, not quite as thick piece, we're going to put down here. But the thicker end is going to be slightly closer to the fire. Now, we do not cook this on direct heat. And the reason is the bacon wrapped around it. You don't want to do that with any kind of bacon wrapped thing, because the bacon on the bottom will cook way faster than everything else, and you'll end up with a black mess on the bottom of your meat. It's not a good idea, so don't do that. If you forget, put it on there. Just get it off as quick as you can. Move it off to the side. The bacon's going to cook just fine. But the important part is, since this is poultry, to get the meat cooked all the way through. All right, folks, I had to flip these a little bit ago because somebody called me on the phone, and I couldn't really get off the call to film. But let's take a look at where we're at now. Now, this is kind of how we're looking here. You'll see these have a real nice coloration on them from where they got on the bottom on the grill. You got the grill marks right there. All right, folks, here we are, bringing it off the grill. It's looking pretty good. I think we're about ready to serve dinner. Let's get this guy on here. Watch you keep our weight over that that shelf. And we'll take it on inside, carve it up. All right, folks, so we got it inside. Now we're going to go ahead and cut into this and see how it's looking on the inside of the turkey there. Let's get a nice slice in there. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. That's the thickest part of the bird. Looks completely done. And what we're going to do is we're just going to slice this into medallions. I like to make them about half an inch thick or so. Her Majesty over there, she's excited. She thinks she's going to get a bite, which at some point she probably will. She likes to investigate all the cooking. But that's pretty much what you got. I think this one came out real well. Try this out. You can season it any way you like, but it should be great either at your backyard barbecue or on your camping trip at your local campground or somewhere across the country. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. If there's any recipes that you'd like to see, any particular kinds of barbecue food you want us to do, if it's something I can do, I'll do it. And click the notifications bell for more great content from Wilderness Wargaming, and we'll see you again real soon.